So are all three of the judges ready? And timer? Alright then, let's get started.
Oh, it's just you. What's that? Don't you a story? Well, oh, I think I have one that'll work. Yes. So I will sit down, take a seat, get a cup of hot cocoa if you must, and listen to this.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem each other better than themselves. Now that verse, Philippians 4:3 in the King James Version says it best. Don't brag and don't boast. Now this is a story about a man who learns the true meaning and heart of that great verse the hard way in The Boastful Man by Carolyn London, copyright 2003.
Once upon a time there was a farmer. His name was Sue.
Why, hello there. My name is Sue. And I'm not just any farmer, no, I'm the best farmer.
Sue liked to boast. He boasted, quite a bit.
I wouldn't really call it boasting. No, more like, telling things the way they really are.
Well, one day, Sue was coming home from the farm meeting up with his friend, Ollie, who was carrying a basket over one shoulder, and Sue, being the curious and boastful one that he was, wanted to know what was in it.
Why, hello there, Ollie. Say, what's that in your basket? Oh, don't tell me. Just let me see. Say, they're fish. They're pretty nice fish. Of course, they are nothing compared to the fish I caught last week. Now those, my friend, were fine and big and strong fish. Of course, you have done all right for a novice. Because when you're not using the net like I use, you can't expect to catch the fish that I catch. Why, just the other day Oh, you have to leave. Sure, go ahead. It's funny. Ollie's never in a hurry when we talk to the other men about fish. I wonder why he was in such a rush.
Just as Sewell reached the entrance to his little village, he met up with yet another man, his friend Baco, coming in from the jungle.
Why, hello there, Baco. I was looking for someone to talk to. Why don't you come on down to the house and have a drink of gruel with me? You know my wife makes the best gruel and buttermilk in the whole village. Why, no one's got a smarter wife than I do. Why, just the other day she... Oh, you have to run along. Sure, go ahead.
Poor Sewell. He wondered why no one wanted to talk to him.
I wonder why no one wants to talk to him.
Just as Sewell reached the entrance to his little house, he met up with yet another man, his friend Sonny, carrying a leopard over one shoulder.
Why, hello there, son. I see you've caught a leopard. You ought to get at least 3 pounds for that skin. Of course, it's not a very big leopard. No, it is nothing compared to the leopard I caught last year. Now that, my friend, was a fine and big and strong leopard. Of course, you have done all right for an amateur. Were you afraid when you caught that leopard? Oh, don't answer that. Of course you were afraid. Why, I wasn't afraid in the least. Why, I remember even when I was a little boy, I was known as the bravest man in the village. Why, just one day Oh, of course, you don't have time to listen to my stories. Sure, go ahead.
One day, Sewell came home from the farm to meet up with his wife, Lottie, working over dinner, and of course he was boasting as usual.
Lottie, my dear, my love. Chavo was over at the blacksmith getting his teeth dug out. He was crying like a baby. Do you remember last year I had my teeth pulled and you said I was going to die?
I did not say you were going to die. I simply said you were moaning like you might die.
Well, same difference. I suffered so terribly. Well, when I was telling Chavo how brave I was, he didn't seem too pleased to hear about it. You see, the only thing he said was, "Get out!" It was weird. Do you remember the blind old grandmother that lives down the street? She gave a whole shilling to a beggar. A whole shilling. Of course, it's nothing compared to the bundle of grain I gave to the teacher last year. Do you remember the man we hired to sit outside our door and sing about it? He sang so beautifully. I remember everything he said like it was yesterday. In the town of the Elephant Head, when all has been done and said, Farmer Sewell is the best, so much more generous than the rest. Ha! Like you! That man really knew his way with words. Brought me to tears.
Anyway, one day, Lottie got tired of all of the boasting that her husband did. So, being the smart and intellectual woman that she was, she devised a plan to stop it. Yes, I think I have a plan that will work. I will go out of the jungle to pick fruit, and I'll tell my husband I'm too afraid to go alone. And of course he will be boasting, as usual. But when we get to the bush where my brother is hiding, he will jump out and scare Sewell. Of course, my brother will have his mask on, so Sewell won't recognize him. Sewell will think that he is a robber. I would like to see Sewell boast again in his life.
Well, Lottie, you certainly are a lucky wife to have such a brave and strong husband like me. Why, I'm not afraid of anything in the least. Whoa! Whoa! What was that noise, Lottie? Whoa! I am the chief of the robbers, and I'll kill you and take all of your money. Really? Oh, yes, really. That's what robbers do. But first I must know the names of the victims that I killed. What is your name, peasant?
Please, sir, don't kill me. My name is Lottie.
Lottie? I could never claim her with that name. That was my mother's name. You, male, what is your name? I don't think that's really important right now. Tell me your name or I kill you when you stand. Name. My name's Lottie also. Your name cannot be Lottie. That is a woman's name. I am a woman. You have a beard. Oh, this whole thing is a birthmark. Everyone in my family has a beard. Please, sir, don't let this little bit of facial hair get in the way. I am, and I always will be, a woman. Then you are an ugly woman.
And at that, the robber and Lottie both broke out into laughter. At first, Sewell did not know what was going on. He thought the robber was making fun of him, until the so-called robber moved his mask to show who he really was. When Sewell was recognizing what was happening to him, he ran all of the way home, and he never boasted again. But what he did do was esteem others better than himself.